How's it going, guys? Today we're going to make some old ammo. We're gonna make some old ammo. It's called 3844. So it's basically to kind of just sum it up real quick. It's basically the developmental step between 38 Special and 357 Magnum. So these are, what most people would consider 38 Special plus P plus rounds. So you definitely want, if you're going to make these, if you're going to reproduce these, it's not my responsibility what happens to your gun. It's not my fault. Do this at your own risk. Yeah. But shoot it out of a 357 Magnum revolver. This is my Astra 357 Magnum. Been doing a little bit of work to it. So it's almost there. It's almost there. A few more things to do to this thing first. But still shoots, still functions fine. So we're going to be shooting it out of the Astra 357 Magnum. And these are basically 38 Special loads that are going at anywhere from 1050 feet per second to 1250 feet per second. We're going to be using 2400 powder tonight and 38 Special casings. We're going to be using a cast 158 grain bullet. It's actually 155, but they are made by GT bullets. They look really good. This is my first time using them, so you'll see as much as I see. But they have a dual crimping groove so that you can set the bullet out a little bit so that you have a little more room for powder in there, since we'll be filling the cartridge pretty much up with powder. Because we're going to be starting at about 9 grains and then working our way up to 12.5. So, yeah, we'll see how this goes. We may do the loading and then the shooting in different videos. And hopefully we'll get the shooting video out before YouTube decides to destroy all gun videos. Maybe you'll see this on Pornhub. I don't know what to do. So let's get started. Alright, so 2400 powder we're going to be using. This is what Elmer Keith was using back in the day. When he was developing the basically 357 Magnum. He's shooting these out of 1930s era Smith & Wessons. They did have a revolver back then called the 3844 or Outdoorsman's or whatever it was called, specifically designed for this. But that was back then. He was crazy and he blew up all kinds of guns. But, he's the father of 357 Magnum, 41 Magnum, 44 Magnum. Without him, we wouldn't have all these powerful Magnum cartridges. So, I don't know why they weren't just called, 357 Keith or something like that. But whatever. So, here's the bullet we are loading. And as you can see, let me grab a pokey thing. See, we have 2 crimping grooves, here and here. So we're going to crimp to the bottom one to give us more room in the 38 Special casing. We're going to be using CCI. We're going to be using CCI small pistol primers, number 500. All these bullets have been sized from the people I bought them from. GT bullets. They're not paying for this video. They don't even know who I am. So maybe I'll send this to them. Who knows? They say they want to see stuff. So let's put this stuff in there. Alright. So we have brass here. This is all mixed brass. It's all 38 Special. Nothing fancy. We've got some Federal. We've got some RP. We've got some Cillian Bellet. It's just all mixed stuff. It's not a big deal. So we're going to do 12 of 9 grains, and then we are going to do 12 of 10 grains, and then we're going to do 12 of 10.5, and then we're going to do 12 of 11, and then we're going to do 12 of 12 grains. All right, so let's get started. We're going to resize and reprime our bullets, and just do that for all of them. Dropped one. I'll find it later. Alright, so that's done. So let's start calibrating powder here. Should be fun. Alright, so we've got our Lee auto drum here. We're going to start dropping powder here. See what we drop. All right, we're at 9 grains. So we're doing good. We're doing good. So we'll start out with 9 grains each. I'm just weighing everyone to make sure that we are dropping the correct amount. It's my first time working with 2400. So far, so good. Does anybody else notice that the auto drum is a little bit leaky? Mine sure is. So we've dropped 9 grains into 12 rounds of 38 special. What we're going to do now, we're going to take a bullet and we're going to seat it. Since we're still operating within 38 special ranges of powder right now, according to Lyman 44, I know it's an old one, but you know, this is where we're getting our 2400 load data from. So we're going to move over to the seating die. We're going to pull this guy way out, and I'm going to seat this guy to the last crimping groove. The top crimping groove, that is, for this guy. Yeah. Alright, looks good. Alright. Back out our crimp just a touch. Of course, that did nothing. I'm happy with it. Yeah. Looks good to me. Alright, let's keep going. Let's seat all these guys to a standard depth. "12 rounds seated." Very good. Let's crimp them all. Alright, so go to the crimp stage and we'll just crimp them all in. Nice heavy crimp on these guys. Alright, they're all crimped up, ready to go. 10 grains now. Bom, bom, bom. Well, this is all well and good and interesting, Blake, but I don't reload. How do I get some 3844 bullets? Well, it's just so in your luck that you can buy the Outdoorsman load from Buffalo Bore. And, yeah, it's a lead semi-wad cutter, just like these guys, going at an absurd velocity for 38 special. So, yeah, go to Buffalo Bore. I'm sure you can Google that really quickly. And, buy that from them. But for me, I'm just gonna work my way up to it. Funny thing is, semi-wad cutters were considered for a really long time to be a great defensive load against four-legged creatures and two-legged threats. You know, some people will carry these instead of hollow points in their 38 snubs and stuff like that. You know, just in case these don't expand or the modern 38 special bullets don't expand for some reason. Because sometimes the velocity is just too low. And when you read like old load data of 38 special, you'll see that a lot of stuff is going at like 800 feet per second, 850 feet per second. And that was like a standard load for 38 special back in the day. And as time went by, it kept getting knocked back a little bit more. Maybe that's for better longevity of certain rounds. Maybe they just were realizing that maybe they just loaded it too much in the beginning. But, you know, plus P back then was like 1,000 feet per second, you know, or the Outdoorsman loads, or, you know, 3844, you know. So, yeah, it's good times. So that's 9. Got 12 rounds of 10. We are going to move up to 10.5. Let's just go to 11. This one goes to 11. Worst joke ever. Seat the bullets, and then we'll crimp them. So 11 grains is what Lyman number 44 says is the max for 38 special. So when we go to 12 grains, we're just going to scooch that crimp groove to the lower one. So we have 9. I know it's not really hard to tell these apart right now for you, but it's easy for me. I've got 12 of 9 grains, 12 of 10 grains, 12 of 11 grains. 9, 10, 11. We're going to make sure that these are all crimped. We're going to look over them a little bit and separate them out a little bit better. And then we'll do 12 grains, and then we'll do 12.5 grains. Oh yeah, we're going there. 12.5. We're only shooting these out of a 357 Magnum, so don't worry. Alright, so this is where the heavy stuff starts. We're doing 12 grains of 2400 now. Alright, that's 12 grains. So we're going to switch over to our seating die, and we're going to bring this guy way out again because we are going to change our seating depth to this groove right here. So it sits out a little bit more, which gives us room for more powder, which, boy howdy, do we need. Yeah. So, for those of you who don't know, 12 grains is really pushing into 357 Magnum territory. Like, that would be a light 357 Magnum load. Just a little bit more. I'm okay with that. That's good. That's perfect. We're going to leave it there. That is perfect. Okay, let's just do the rest of them like that. Alright, so that is 12 grains of 2400 inside of a 38 special casing with the crimping groove. We're going to crimp to the lower crimping groove. So let's back this crimp out again. This guy up in here. Lower him down. Okay. So half turn. Yeah, looks good. All right. Perfect. So we'll put the appropriate mark. So for 12 grains, we decided to do one singular line. 12.5 grains. Holy shit. This is going to be ridiculous. Oh, 0.7. No, too far. Gonna be really picky about this drop. 12.5. Well, 12.4 and some 12.5 and some 12.6. It's acceptable. I'm okay with that. You okay with that? I'm okay with that. Yeah, we're okay with that. Alright. We'll seat these to the same depth. Really close to just sitting right on top of the powder in there. It's not compressed or anything. Don't worry about that. And there's a gap. There's definitely space between the powder and the bullet. But boy, they are pretty dang close. So for these ones, we decided upon a X on the case head. We are all finished up. We're all finished loading. So all said and done, we have 60 rounds loaded up. Take these guys out to the range and hopefully not blow up a gun. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hopefully we'll still be here in a couple months, maybe a month. So hopefully all this YouTube nonsense blows over. Maybe we'll find somewhere else to upload videos to. I don't want to stop. I know there's been a gap in the videos lately from me, but I don't want to stop. I like making videos. I like hanging out with you guys. This is fun. I don't expect to make any money doing it, but I enjoy it. So don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, see you later.